Hello everybody, this is my first StarCraft replays, whatever, blah blah blah. And I'm going to be commentating this game as it happens, so it's all live. I don't have any knowledge of what's going to happen. These two, the Protoss in the upper right is Sergeant Toughnuts, a friend of mine, and he's pretty good, but not amazing like Masters or anything like that. He's pretty good. And then in the bottom left is Million, and apparently they have to pause the game, so helpful. But Million's also pretty good. He just started playing, so Sergeant Toughnuts is trying to teach him how to do stuff. And apparently he's having a problem with his sound, whatever. Anyway, both like silver level players, so this is not one of those awesome games that a lot of you want to see to like learn or improve. You probably won't do anything but devolve by watching this if you're better than silver, so I wouldn't do that. But it should be a pretty fun game. Just doing it for fun to get it on YouTube, and I think there's not enough low-level StarCraft games going on. And look at this. Yeah. So we'll see how this works. Doing a normal wall off by Sergeant Toughnuts. Pretty good drone count. Or, yeah, drone count and probe count. And so we'll see what goes on. If there's going to be a fast expand from the Zerg or Protoss. Obviously, this is not what you would see in a Masters League game, as there's no Forge fast expand, and the Zerg fast expand is almost always going to happen. But you can tell by the wall off over here that he's not going to be doing that. And that is an interesting choice of gateway placement. Whatever. A spawning pool does go down at the 5th, probably like 13 pool or something like that. So probably more of a macro-oriented play, but this is a rather old-school strategy. Don't see Masters doing this very much. Unless it's spawning pool first build, and then fast expand. We'll see if he chooses to do that or not. He hasn't taken any gas, so I'm assuming that's what he's going to do. And alright, so that he made that work. That's good. And now he's going to get his gas up and running. Floating pretty heavily, but I guess there's nothing you could do about that. See, this is, you know, one of those key signs that something weird's going on. And yeah, it was a pool first build. And now the gas is going to go down. There should be a queen building, but whatever's going to happen's going to happen, right? Alright, there it is. Over here, chronoing out probes still. Their cybernetic score should go down right away. Choose to build a pylon first. That's an interesting choice. And chronoing out a zealot. So he's probably worried about a 10 pool or something. Unfortunately for him, that's now it's going to go down. And we'll see how that affects him. I don't know what he's doing to these overlords, because he's not... Normally he'd send it like up here, see the gas timings. But I guess that's not what he's worried about either. They're both worried about a rush. So, whoa. 3 gateways going down before Warp Gate gets started. So, I'm guessing it's a 3-gate fast expand with a very little pressure. Something along those lines. And this expo has been up for quite a while, and still nothing is going on. 22 probes to 15 drones. Yeah, this game is not looking good for the Zerg. And not chronoing that out, so definitely no pressure. Now, the real question is, when is he going to expand, or is he doing some sort of all-in or something like that? Time will only tell. He needs to get a queen down here. Alright, so he got the just pop, but probably could have built one over here. And we'll see if he does what most Masters are doing with the extra 2 queens to hold off rushes, as it is pretty powerful for that. And this space is pretty saturated. So he should be expanding, or he's going to stop. Okay, so he stopped probe production. So he's probably doing some sort of all-in or something like that. And a Stargate. So it'll probably be a few Void Ray and a few Phoenixes, like the normal build. You know, like what MC used against Stefano a few times in the past Red Bull tournament, if you guys saw that one. Missing. So bad. So bad. Oh well. That's okay. I'm just learning to play. And Nexus. Cybercore. Chronoing it out that last little way, also chronoing out a few Phoenixes. And of course, no scouting from him. He only has one queen. If he had a few queens, this would be much more hard. This would be completely impractical to do, but I think it's going to go down. But that is too bad, and I feel like this is going to be a pain in the ass for him. And a fourth gate's going down. The Expo went down a bit ago. And the Phoenix is going in on its own, so I'm guessing he's trying to find Overlords. But they're pretty close to the Queen, hard to snipe. So I doubt that's going to happen. These two are at risk, but I don't think he's going to go up there. And let's see. He is controlling this guy. Is he doing anything back at base? I don't think so. He has his probe just sitting here too. Whatever. He decided to withdraw wisely, so that's a good idea. And already a lair, but no tech off of that. And there's still no gas here, which is slightly abnormal, and a real lack of drones from him. He still has more drones, but I think that's going to change. Is he producing them off of 2? No. So, kind of amateur builds, but that's what you're going to find out around this time period. And a fleet beacon. A fleet bacon. A fleet bacon. Alright, so it seems there's going to be a Nexus, probably a Mothership. Mothership will probably completely own this current, except, my mistake. There's Spire going down. That should be Muty Harass. And we'll see how good silver level player is against the Muty Harass. Sometimes they can be pretty good, and sometimes they can completely fail. And now the queens are going down. A bunch of Zerglings. But that's what you see from a Muty. Yeah, here they are. 5 have just popped. Any down here? No. No macros, so he has to click on it every time he wants to build something. Now he has 7. And these Phoenixes are going to shut down those Muties pretty easily. Okay, I see what he did. He got the fleet beacon to get the extra range on the Phoenixes, I'd like to bet. Nope. Darn. Wondering what he's doing. Whatever. He knows they're here. He has a capable way to shut that down. And, that strategy has now been knocked out of the park. Now, running into those Zerglings might actually be able to shut him down just completely. Only a few Stalkers. Yeah, he could probably just win it with that. Going with the Muties just for whatevers. I'm surprised there's no injections going on. Whatever, though. And the production tab. Okay, so he's finally getting that Anian Pulse Crystals. And a Templar Archives. And 7 more Muties on the way, so he's like, screw it. But Templar Archives is going to be devastating. Just unbelievably successful against this mass Muty we're seeing out of a million, so high chance is that Sergeant Tough-Nuts has this in the bag. Not with the Tough-Nuts, but in the bag. And is he going to pick it up? Yes, he is. Is he going to kill it? Yes, he is. Goodbye, Queen. Your Muties are chilling. And one pickup would end it. Nope, he didn't want to snipe it. Instead, that Anian Pulse Receptor, whatever, it extremely good. It makes the range increase to 6, which is the same range as Corruptor. Gives him a lot more power against Zerg in general. And I think this Muty is history. No tech either. Any tech on the Phoenixes. Nope. And 1 attack, which is pretty important. Glad to see that out of him. But he's doing a heavy Phoenix stuff. I guess it's because it's so successful. But if those Zerglings decide to come over, he would probably lose, unfortunately. He's not being aggressive enough. This build really relies on the harassment, and because of the Phoenix harass, he has to stay in his base, which prevents him from doing his harassment, which shuts down the whole build entirely. And you can see how this greater number of Phoenixes is just going to be completely too much for these Muties. Unnecessary micro, even. Basically, it's just like we're seeing an evolution chamber, probably to build spore crawlers. I'm guessing because he is going mass Muty. Although that's looking kind of odd too. And these gases went down, but haven't been built whatsoever. So, and no third base, so it was probably a 2-base Mutilus all in, and that's just not how it's working out for him. It's unfortunate. Did he lose? Oh, yeah, let's see. Look at that. 1 unit lost for the Protoss. 12 units lost for the Zerg, for a total of 2,350. That's just an insane lead for the Protoss player. And honestly, to lose this, Million would have to pull off some pretty amazing stuff. And we'll see how well that works out. Still continuing that production. Are there any Archons? Yeah. Okay. Do remember that this is a low-level game, so an Archon toilet might happen just for the giggles and shits. But Overlord's all the way over here, completely underprotected. I would love to see a group of Phoenixes discover that. And yeah, here we go. Spine crawlers. Or spore crawlers, actually. My bad. And not much going on, unfortunately. He's just kind of sitting. Oh, he has to kill his own pylon to get out of his base. And yep, this is a lot of High Templar. And the thing is, Archons are pretty effective against Muties since their range is now 3. The Muties' range is also 3. Muties don't do very good single target damage. These Archons are going to own these Muties. And Muties clump up too, so we'd have to magic box them, and I don't think he does that, because this is like bronze silver, so I don't know if he knows about magic boxing. So the chances of Million winning at this point are so low. And here's the Zealot push. Are they charge lots? Yeah, so this is charge lot Archon Phoenix. Very potent in this matchup. And actually being seen more and more in these pro matches. So, it should be a pretty effective build. Surprised that he hasn't built a third base. But I'm guessing this is a 2-base all-in. And to be honest, I think he has it. Because, yeah, it's a lot of Muties, but Archons, I think he has this. Zealots charging in first, then the Stalkers. He has the Phoenixes away. Only the Muties going in. Now the Zerglings, but the Muties are just going to be slaughtered in the meantime. The Zealots just massacring. He might actually be able to hold, but he isn't going to be able to deal with this problem. No, he doesn't hold at all. That's done. That's it. Should be seeing a GG any second. I don't see any way for him to win. And pretty long game for what's been going on. Now 10,000 units lost, or resources lost. So I definitely think that's a good game. Only a few drones left. I think Million is done for. Yeah, pulled off the drones. they're being slaughtered, of course, by these zealots, which are now at 3 to 0-0. Doesn't work out very well. And there's a good game, and that's the end of that match. If you guys want to see more, subscribe, like, and I'll see you next time.